Hi, welcome back. In our last session, we looked at different learning and developmental theories. We analysed our education system and concluded that although we group learners into neat boxes, not everyone fits in so neatly. Some learners struggle to cope both with what we teach and how they're being taught, which is precisely the reason why PAGS exists. In this session, we will be looking at how PAGS works and how it benefits you and your learners. PAGS is built on child development and learning theories that are still studied today. Theories that come from people such as Piaget, Vygotsky, Cyril Blackford, Barkan, and Bandura, and has a whole brain-centric approach. Now, what do we mean by this? A whole brain-centric approach balances left brain skills with right brain skills. So we're talking about skills such as empathy, creativity, and intuition, which are critical for building diversified thinking and enabling decisions that are needed. PAGS is also aligned with the latest research in neuroscience. Studies show that schools tend to focus more on cognition than on any other area. However, PAGS gives equal importance to all areas. As we know, the relationship between cognition, metacognition, and social and emotional learning form the 7 pillars of learning. Now, what are the 7 pillars of learning? Learning to know, learning to do, to become, to live with nature, learning to think, to be, and learning to live together, which is ultimately what inclusion is about. And so PAGS is also aligned with 21st century skills, which evolve around the 7 pillars of education. The beauty of PAGS is that it provides intervention that can be used by everyone involved in the well-being of the learner, be it a parent, a tutor, a class teacher or TA, or even a professional such as an educational psychologist. It monitors progress and provides users with an insightful link between a competence and behavioral changes, enabling everyone to take the learner forward in a way that is most appropriate. Now, of course, having special educational needs is not something that the learner is concerned with only during lesson times, but rather a condition or sometimes a number of conditions that are present all day, every day. And so it's important that there's continuity. Now, because PAGS intervention is applicable anywhere, be it at school, at home, or anywhere else, and because PAGS is a collaborative tool that facilitates teamwork, it ensures that that continuity is there 24/7. So how does PAGS facilitate the teaching and learning process? Well, from an educator's point of view, it provides us with insights into how to use our voice effectively, how to use appropriate questioning techniques, how to create a safe environment. It tells us all about the benefits of using role plays and social stories, what language to use and not to use, and of course, how to use visuals in a way that stimulates learning. All of these techniques are clearly explained in the caregiver manual that PAGS has put together, which you can access from the download section at the bottom of your platform. The program itself works with 4 core areas that are crucial for the development of learners through the use of 4 questionnaires, which can be completed by those who know the child best in full or in part. Now, what do we mean by this? You could have different scenarios. There could possibly be a question which you do not consider to be relevant to the particular needs of your learners. That's okay, because the assessment will allow you to omit up to 2 questions, and you'll still be able to get a holistic view of the learners. So you normally have 10 questions on a page or thereabouts, and leaving 2 questions out of a particular page would not be a problem at all. Now, let's say that there is a question which is difficult to answer in your capacity as an educator. In such cases, you'd be able to generate a public link that you can then send to, the person who you think is most competent at answering the particular questions. And to do that, you go to your organization, scroll down till you get to your learners and select the particular learner concerned, Ben in our case. And if you just scroll down a little bit further down this page, you'd get to the section where you can generate the public link. Now, this link can be generated as many times as you like. And once you generate it, all you need to do is send that link to the person concerned. And when they click on it, they'll get this notification telling them that they've been invited to do the assessment, to read through the questions carefully, and then click to start the assessment. And once they click on it, they will find the questions that you need them to answer. Once this is done, you'll be able to see from your end that the questions have been submitted and you can go on with your intervention plan. Now, if because of time constraints you're unable to complete the questionnaire at one go, and so you want to do it in different stages, you could also do that. PAGS will still generate, the results for you. It will still generate the strategies, the targets, the resources, but it will generate them according to the data that you would have put in. In fact, if you scroll down on the assessment page, at the bottom, you'll find that according to the data we've put in, we already have 4 targets. And then it will direct me to select the target. And of course, I'll decide which target to select. The one highlighted in blue will always be the target PAGS suggests for me to start from, but that can obviously be overwritten. You can start from wherever you like if you deem it to be more fit. And so you can then start working with your learner immediately and go back to your assessment and continue it at a later stage. Targets that PAGS generate are customized to the learner's needs and are progressive. However, you can also add your own targets. This can be done through the Add Custom Target, and it can be a useful tool when, for example, thinking about your own academic targets. Once the targets are in place, PAGS will also generate strategies and resources to help you achieve those targets. Alternatively, you can add your own strategies through the Add New Strategy icon and then completing the specified field. These will be added to those of PAGS and will naturally only be available to your school. With targets and strategies in place, you are good to go. But to simplify your life, PAGS also creates a document which is auto-filled with the data you selected. Because this can be printed, edited online, and saved on the learner's profile, on this same document you will also find a section where you can record your notes, so you can use this document as proof of evidence. You can upload this document together with any other documents that you might have, any other pictures or videos you might want to use as proof that the learner has reached the target through the Record Progress button found on the learner's profile. Here, you will be able to see your last recorded answers, which you would be able to change accordingly. You'd also be able to add any other notes that you might want to use or share with others. Once this is saved, then it will prompt you to upload the evidence that you currently have. Now, if you happen to be working with more than one learner at any one time, then you will find the learner groups useful, as this will allow you to view all the learners from within the same group from one place, enabling you to select targets and strategies that are relevant to everyone. Now, realistically, how can we implement these targets and strategies within a classroom setting without overwhelming the learner or making them feel different? But that is what our next session will be about. Bye for now. Speak soon.